Welcome to When Sports Met Sarcasm. Today is the day of the U.S. Open Women's Final, where we have Arina Sabalenka of Belarus versus Amanda ANISIMOVA of the United States of America. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Welcome to When Sports Met Sarcasm, the media that not only informs but entertains. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your show.
Welcome back. Like we said, we got the returning champion, Arina Sabalenka from Belarus versus Amanda ANISIMOVA from the United States of America, who is looking to avoid ordering the double bagel today, which she happened to do in Wimbledon. This is a really busty heavyweight championship battle we're going to have today here. And the only one who could probably add any more bust to this heavyweight bout would be Buster Douglas himself. Today, these two, they're going to battle on the court in Flushing Meadows in New York. But later on in life, these two girls, they're going to battle back problems. Yes, exactly. I'll tell you, which brings me to one thing back in college. When you used to get a D, that used to be really bad. But then you get a girlfriend with two Ds, and that was really good. But enough of the appearances of these two girls. Let's get into the matchup. All right, let's jump into the head-to-head here. As you can see on the graphic before, ANISIMOVA is about a plus 160 underdog here today. And believe it or not, she leads 6-3, 2-1 on hard courts. And the last time they met, in the last Grand Slam, 2025 Wimbledon, it was a 6-4, 4-6, 6-4 victory. And I'll tell you what, we already know that ANISIMOVA's got the back-to-back finals thing going on, looks kind of resembling the Jasmine Paolini, even though Amanda ANISIMOVA is a way better hard court and a lot better of a talent than Jasmine Paolini is. But Arina Sabalenka is the returning champion. She has played well. She's had an easier draw than Amanda ANISIMOVA has. ANISIMOVA, think about it, could beat Swiatek, Osaka, and Sabalenka. That's 3 U.S. Open champions she would beat in a row. So if you really think about it, the last time they played on hard courts, they've split. They're 2-1 on hard courts. ANISIMOVA's got to find a way to get it to Sabalenka's backhand. And the reason being is because ANISIMOVA has to hit backhands herself. They always used to say about ANISIMOVA, her forehand will take her as far as she goes. And it's true. Her forehand's held up, and that's why she's here. But her backhand is her bread and butter. And if she can get to their backhand more often than not, she'll have a good chance in this battle. But before we get to the matchup and we get into the ins and outs of the match, let's go to Rosalind real quick with a fake ad read. Rosalind?
This break in the action is sponsored by Coca-Cola, the sugar drink that has helped increase the risk of type 2 diabetes to over 200 countries. Have a Coke, a tooth decayed smile, and a heightened risk of type 2 diabetes. Did you know you were in the wrong and just couldn't figure out how to apologize to someone? You're in luck. The John Cena Apology app has over 20 different types of apologies in over 30 different languages. Mandarin Apology John Cena is the most popular, but we have John Cena, apologizing to everyone, in English, Italian, Spanish, and of course numerous Chinese dialects. If you are sorry and need to apologize, don't look further than the John Cena Apology app.
All right, we're back. Thanks, Rosalind. Now, the one thing, after breaking down this matchup, everything was going back and forth of who won, who lost, who served well, who didn't serve well. This statistic that just totally pointed out, break points saved. I mean, look at how many break points Amanda ANISIMOVA saved at Wimbledon just most recently. 11 out of 14 break points saved. She wins. They meet at the French Open. ANISIMOVA loses and still saves 8 out of 11 for 73%. Sabalenka, of course, only faced 4. Let's jump to Toronto, which is a hard court, which is obviously going to be played today. ANISIMOVA saved 5 out of 6. Sabalenka saved 1 out of 5. Obviously, that was an ANISIMOVA win. Then they played in the Australian Open, believe it or not, again, where ANISIMOVA saved 3 out of 6, only 50%. Sabalenka only saved 1, and Sabalenka rolled her. So we got 2 instances here of hard courts. One where ANISIMOVA saves 5 of 6, one where she saves 3 of 6. Obviously, that resembles whether or not they won or lost. Now, let's get into what ANISIMOVA needs to do. What we mentioned before. She needs to find a way to hit backhands, to hit a lot of backhands. And the easiest way for her to do that is she needs to find Sabalenka's backhand. Sabalenka likes going cross-court, usually in both wings. Forehand almost all the time goes cross-court. Backhand almost all the time goes cross-court. She's added in a sprinkle of the drop, and I'm telling you what, the last 2 or 3 months her game has evolved, and she's even better now. And if you watch the Jessica Pegula match, she lost the first set where she kind of blew it late, but in the second and third set, Pegula didn't play bad. She had like 3-4 unforced errors in the whole last set. She played great, and that's usually when Sabalenka throws in her errors. I mean, she's had Grand Slams this year where she's had 80-something unforced errors. I mean, Pegula did everything she could. And she even realized that you could tell kind of towards the tail end of that third set of, well, I can't do anything today. And she lost the last year before 2 sets. She pushes to another third set. She's got confidence going into the third set. And that balloon just basically got popped. So what ANISIMOVA needs to do, because she can run off the rails way faster than Pegula can. So what ANISIMOVA needs to do is obviously serve well. But the one thing that's in her control is when she's in those baseline rallies, which hopefully this actually probably is one of the ones she would do better at longer with Sabalenka in longer rallies than she did kind of previously. But what she needs to do is go backhand to backhand in those rallies, find Sabalenka's backhand so that she can finish with her backhand. She can finish down the line. She can finish across court. I think it was evident in her last match against Osaka when she hit, I think, a 90-mile-an-hour two-hand backhand cross court with not that much margin over the net. I mean, it looks like a dude shot. So if she can get to that backhand, which is probably the best on tour for a woman, I would put that up against anybody. If she can stay away from her forehand, which her forehand can start to spray, she takes out the fire hose and she starts spraying it all around, and then she'll get into her head, and then she starts barking at her coach. So you need to basically hopefully serve first. If I was her, I would take the serve first. Hold your first serve, get the crowd behind you, put the pressure on Sabalenka to have to keep up with you, get that first set into the books, then basically have the crowd behind you where you can play 2 sets, maybe play a little bit looser, and hopefully Sabalenka, who's been playing really well, goes off the rails. Now, when it comes to the serve and the return, ANISIMOVA has returned a lot better than Sabalenka, first serve and second serve this contest, and she's faced tougher competition. And it's evident here in the break point saved, Sabalenka here, 64, 75, 20, 100. If she can somehow weather the storm here at Wimbledon and weather the storm here in Toronto, which obviously 1 out of 5, she's going to be right in this match. The problem for ANISIMOVA is going to be if whether or not she's got the ghosts in her head of the double bagel. If she goes down 2-0 quick, it could fly off the rails. Now, if she goes up 2-0 quick, Sabalenka could go off the rails. So it should be an excellent matchup. I think the plus 160 looks a little aggressive, but you're going to have to find out early in the match and find out if ANISIMOVA can get over that small speed bump and not get out to a 0-2, 0-3, snowball chance, 6-0. She starts to cry. She takes a timeout, and then all of a sudden it's just like Swiatek. So enjoy the match. I'm going to put out another preview video for the men's match tomorrow, but enjoy it.
This show is sponsored to you by Billy Joel's Road Sodas. Nothing boring about these sodas. In 6 or 12 packs, these sodas pack a punch. They have even been known to assault up-and-coming actresses and models. Billy Joel's Road Sodas don't leave home without one.
Thank you for tuning in to When Sports Met Sarcasm, the media that not only informs but entertains.